So, hi, hi. So I realized something recently that there's a lot of conversations that I wish I was having that I'm not having, and a lot of it's just been like I feel like a lot of the shit that I want to talk about is not is not like it's not like everyday conversation shit like people are all want to talk about. I mean, I love normal people shit too, but I wanted to sort of start. I mean, I've actually already made a bunch of videos that I'll send to like friends, or even just I'll just like think I have an important or interesting thought, and then I'll like note to self. Um, but I kind of wanted to start to put those out there a little bit because I don't know, it's stuff that I find really interesting, and I don't know, maybe you'll find it interesting too. And so yeah, I just wanted to. But what it might be? I mean, thoughts about really like not necessarily the meaning of life, but like the like what's going on, what's the deeper processes that are happening that we don't see, whether it's interesting ways to think about the laws of physics or the interplay between microbiology and macrobiology and the sort of fractal fractals like uh, not reminders the way we'll get into it. I don't know how to explain it right now. But one I guess I'll start it off with something I've thought about a lot that I think is super weird is right now my brain's having thoughts and it's interesting. We'll get into that later. My brain's having thoughts, or I'm having thoughts, and then my brain is transferring those thoughts into language, and then my brain is sending that language to some other piece of my brain that makes my throat vibrate at a certain frequency while I exhale. And then while I'm exhaling, my throat vibrates and it causes pressure waves in the ambient air. And those pressure waves, in a normal conversation, those pressure waves, well, this is one extra step right now, because those pressure waves are picked up by some sort of microphone in my laptop. And I'm not sure how most microphones work these days. For at least a while, there were literally a microphone in a phone. It was like rocks. They're like piezoelectric rocks, which when pressed on, create an electrical signal. So those pressure waves create an electrical signal, and then like so your voice from a distance would press on these rocks, and it would go through a wire. I don't know if that's how current. Someone tell me how microphones work these days. Um, and then that's sent through a speaker, which is well, there's some computer processing, and that's sent to you. Oh Jesus Christ, so many levels. Sent through the internet, which is an interconnected web of computers and stuff. Sent to your computer, and then your computer decodes it and sends it to a speaker, which is an electromagnet with a coil in the middle of it, and the coil is attached to a funnel of paper. And that electromagnet is pushing the piece of paper back and forth to reproduce the waves that my mouth is making right now. And then it causes pressure waves in the air that's around you. And then it's funneled into your ears by your it's funneled into your ear canals by your ears. And then there's these little hairs in your ears that are like dancing around listening to shit, and they get energized by that. I don't know. I don't actually know this, but it's something like that. And those waves in those little ear hairs are turned into a signal in your brain, and your brain just automatically like we're so good like I don't even know where to go from there. But that's one thing that I thought was interesting, and and that'll be my first vlog. Okay, if anybody ever watches this and you want to talk about things, let me know, or if you have any questions about the words that just spewed forth from my mouth. Let me know, and okay, bye.